everybody is a little bit bored at home with their dog. So I've got Beatrice here. Beatrice, hi. Let's see if she can show her pretty face to the camera. Beatrice is a 2-year-old Labrador that we just got this week. She is from our partnership with Guide Dogs for the Blind. She's one of the last dogs that we'll be getting in before all of this coronavirus stuff and the whole pandemic passes. So we're just getting to know Bee and what she knows and what her strengths are. And I've been working with her here at home. And so we thought that we'd show you a few things with Bee that you might be able to do with your dogs at home. One of the most, and just to remember, us at Service Dogs Inc., we train all of our hearing and service dogs free of charge. So feel free to donate to us during this this important time, and also comment as you watch, ask questions, anything like that, and we'll be sure and get back with you. So one of the most easy training methods to use is called luring. So luring is when you're going to take a piece of food and you're going to have the dog follow it to do something. Okay, you can see he's familiar with following food. Okay, so oops, drop my food here. One of the things about luring is when you mess up luring, it's oftentimes going too fast. So if I go too fast, she's not following, right? So what we do is go nice and slow, just like a magnet. Get her to where her nose is really following that lure. You can see that I can get her to lie down. I could get her to sit back up. There we go. All from just using that simple food lure. When she does the right thing, I just give her the food, okay? So that's luring. It's a nice, easy training method to use. Something that Bee maybe doesn't know that I could teach through a lure is, yes, hand touches. She knows that's sitting down. Right now I'm going to teach her, yes, this hand touch. I am holding my lure, if you can see, in the back of my hand here, so that I've got a nice flat hand. It's going to be hard for her to be sharp, but also what she sees, yes, when she touches, is just the flat palm of my hand. Okay. Yes. Okay. So that is basics on luring. That hand touch. We can use that hand touch when we go to the vet to help our dogs get on the scale because they learn to follow our hand. We can use it when we're calling our dog to us because they have to come all the way to us to, yes, touch that hand. And you see that eventually we can get the food out of our hands. So when you're home and you're training with somebody else, it's always nice to have a helper, and your dog's going to learn a lot better if there's more people in the family doing the different things. So we're going to have Micah go ahead and put through some of these things by using that technique of luring. Okay? So nice flat hand there. You can show that to Bee, and you can have her follow it. You can have her sit her down by using the lure. Nice and slow. So, yay, good. So Micah, when she lost Beatrice coming up, she went right back down, kind of glued that nose right back to the food, and popped her back up. You can try one of those hand touches now. Yeah. I like to say yes just because it marks that exact time that Bee's doing the behavior that we're wanting. Try putting her into a down, Micah. Nice, very good. So from here, with luring, we're going to turn that into just a physical cue, right? So we're going to take that food, it's no longer in my hand, and now I'm just going to use that as a cue, and I'm going to treat my dog afterwards. So that's basics of luring. And now what I want to do is teach her something new. We want to teach a fun trick that's so easy, and it's really fun for your dogs. They can get really fast at it, and they really enjoy this behavior. What I'm going to teach is what I would call a turn, because it's going to be Beatrice turning to her right, and we also teach spin, which is the other way. So you can teach whichever way, but you want to start and teach one way consistently. So now you see I've got her on this lure. My hand is right here at her nose level. I'm going to start to turn her body. Oh, she's going down, so I'm just going to get up. And I'm going to turn her. Yay! Good, Beatrice. Now I've got to get that rear off the ground, right? So we're going to see if we can get her up and moving a little bit better. Okay, she's really going for the lure there. Come on. Yes, there we go. she's been learning that when she sits, she gets a cookie. So she's wanting to sit during this, and we don't want that. So I'm going to keep my lure a little bit higher and still turn it at the same time. Yes, good girl. This is going to start getting, you can see this is new for her, but it will start getting easier. Yes, you see how that one went, coming a little bit easier for her. But it's important that I'm keeping that lure, and I'm just turning. Oh, lost her there for a second. Girlfriend. That's it, good girl. Yes, good girl. There it was. So she's learning how to use that body and turn in that way, which is good for her. Yes, that's what I want. Very good, Bea. I'm going to give her an extra one for that because that was exactly what I wanted. So you can always jackpot those good behaviors. Ready? Yes. There we go. I'm trying to get her doing this a little bit more fluently before we go ahead and get Miss Micah doing the other one. Yes. Good. Good, Bea. It's just, you can see a new behavior like this. Beatrice is learning, yes, to move her body in a novel way for her, so that takes a little bit of repetition. Yes, good. So you can see when she kind of, I'm going to move that farther, when she bails out a little bit, I need to just bring her in tighter. Come on, come on. Yes, there it is. And it's just a matter of playing around with what movement of your hand. There it is. Now she's kind of getting used to it. Yes. And I can get it going a little bit faster. If I had started this, yes, quickly, I would have lost her. So she would have, she would have done exactly that. Yes. Dropped right off that lure and not finished the behavior like we wanted. Did you lose that one? Yes. Okay. This is getting good enough. We're going to give it a go. We're going to try Micah having around with it here. Yes. You can see how it's just gotten more fluid and more easy. And what's nice is Beatrice has learned to move her body, yes, in a different way. So you want to stand up like that? Okay, we're going to, good, nice and down there. Yay, awesome. Very good. That's right. You're going to need her standing. Perfect. Yes, very good. Okay, awesome. So that's a great start on our turn. Sit. Very good. Okay, so one last thing we wanted to show you today. We've been showing you guys different ways to do some enrichment with your dogs, and this is another really simple one. We know that you're stuck at home, so we want to use items that you might already have at home. And we've talked, I know, about making sure that dinner time, you can extend that out for your dog. So if you have multiple dogs, you may have to put them in different rooms and do this a little bit at a time. But what we want to do is go ahead and find ways to extend their dinner time so that they're having to work for their food like they would as real scavengers, which is really what dogs are. If dogs were left to their own devices, they'd be going and getting into the garbage part of the day. They maybe go finding some roadkill. They'd be eating throughout the day and working for that food. So we have some different bottles here. These are just any bottles that you might be using for, this is an old Coke bottle. This is, I don't know what this one and what came from. And this is a Gatorade bottle. I wanted to show you a few different ones because I don't have one like some of the really flimsy water bottles, and they'll really crunch right up, and if the dog bites down hard on them, it'll make this activity more difficult. So these are okay. This is my favorite. This is actually just like a Gatorade bottle, and it's pretty darn tough. So the dog is not gonna collapse it really fast. So you won't be able to use this for this activity forever, but you can get a few weeks out of it for sure. So, and Beatrice does not know this again. So this is not something that she grew up doing. So all we're gonna do is put some of her dinner, and this is daily ration because we don't want her to gain weight. So we're not just using a lot of different treats throughout the day. We're just going ahead and putting in some of her dinner. And we're going to have to encourage her because she's not going to know how to get it out. So we may have to help her bat it a little bit, or use our foot to kind of get it going. Whatever it takes to help her. But I'm going to put all of it in here just so she can really, it's going to be get Beatrice's attention. Beatrice, sit. Now she's going to put it down, and when Beatrice is, it's fine if you go, but if she gets up, the food will come up. When she looks at her, we're going to say free, free, free. And now she's going to say, what? Yay, good girl. So if nothing came out, I'm going to help. Okay? Good. I want her to be successful at first. So if I help her, this is not being cooperative. I want her to know that that food can come out of that bottle. And I'm just going to encourage her to come back to the bottle. Yippee. Good. Good girl. She can learn to nose it a little bit more. Most dogs will continue to explore. She says, oh, I found a piece that's stuck in the wood. That's it. Good girl. When she interacts with it, I'm going to go ahead and use my foot to help more come out. Good. So even when she just did that little bit with her nose, if I go ahead and have the food come out when she interacts, that's nice, Bee. When she interacts with the bottle, then she'll go ahead and be more successful. Bee. Good girl, that's right. Good. So while Beatrice is going ahead and figuring this out, we're going to sign off for now. Remember to comment and tell us what else you'd like to see on Quarantraining Your Dog. Also, please remember we train all of our hearing dogs and service dogs free of charge, so if you can, we'd love